The wolf-like form of Harkon Lucas has just had a rather annoying and painful slash across his chest as the axe covered in silver foil has seemed to have actually caused him pain. As he glares down at it and glares up at you, you can see anger and fury deep from beneath the wolf-like eyes that belie the human intelligence, but also a twinge of fear. But it is still your turn.
He is indeed afraid, because as he looks down, he sees, as Elise has whispered, towards the slash across his chest as she curses him with path to the grave, making him furthermore vulnerable to slashing attacks.
Okay.
Yikes. And you're also pincering Melf. I don't know if that gives you a bonus or not. How do you do flanking?
Yeah, I'd say we could do advantage on that.
Well, okay, I will take it. And so she comes in to do her, and he has been sapped by my first attack. And now I will make the second attack, but also with this advanced mastery, I will now instead be using slow. And even though cleave, which is what the natural weapon mastery of my hands would do, that's only once per turn. These sap and slow are not.
No, they can be used as many times as you have attacks.
And so that will be a 27.
That will hit.
To hit him, and he will then have 18 plus my 26 plus 7, 33 points of slashing.
Which is doubled because he's
vulnerable.
Right? So 66 total.
That is correct.
Oh my God, silver.
He is now slowed by 10 feet of movement as well.
Dark Lord? I say not.
The second gash, are you going for like an X?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just carves deeper. You feel bone and like sinew cutting through as you slice, and you just like gushes of his lifeblood just pours out of this new wound as he staggers and clutches at himself with his clawed hand.
Say to him one more time, kind of swirling my hot stuff in my hand, that I say, "You do not hold any woman against her will, or you will meet the wrath of those who would avenge her." And I will roll one more time.
Okay.
That is a 25 to hit.
Yes.
Great, I think this is it. It's gonna hurt.
13, 19, 26 plus 31 plus 7, 38 doubled.
Oh, ouch. 76?
Yeah. Jeez.
Who needs disintegrate?
Well,
Yeah, I think we're good.
you will see it.
Thank you, Merrick, for fixing my axe.
The third slash nearly bisects him as you just come across the side. He just completely stumbles back, and is that the end of your turn?
It is, unless there's something else I need to do as a reaction.
No, with his legendary action, he books it out the window, shattering glass everywhere. Without provoking opportunity attacks, he just whips around, shadows swirling around him, the mists kind of ensnaring ever so slightly as he just emits a howl and backs around, and then on his turn just dashes off into the distance.
What window?
On the other
Window on that.
It's closed, but we can say he went.
He bursts through it. I mean, even if there isn't a window, he can just go through the wall.
Okay.
Fully hand style.
Yeah, bursts his way through and gallops away, realizing he's no longer immortal to this particular group of adventurers. Seeing their fearless leader completely abandoned them, the rest kind of look around. They look over at your axe. They look at how there's 4 of them currently on the ground beginning to regenerate, and they also decide to hightail it out of there.
What are the wolves doing?
So, Louisville, you're standing there bracing for the wolves as you can see the 4 sort of more normal-looking ones have their back on their haunches. They're snarling. You see their teeth, blood dripping from their jaws, and you see flecks of bone still kind of matted to parts of their fur. The large white one, you see like kind of the air around its heavy breathing, kind of chilling and frosty as kind of little bits of snow is coming down from where it is. But as they hear the howl in the distance, they kind of look up and their ears twitch. They look over at you and they begin to back away. But they do appear to be ready to engage if you were to so much as move. But the people behind you start to kind of like look around and they almost seem to be unbelieving of what they're seeing.
Are there any are there any dead, or are they just wounded?
There are some who have had like their throats ripped out and their chest have been cracked open, and they do appear to be beyond saving. But there is one person who does look like they could make it if they receive immediate medical attention.
Could I? The ones that have like throats ripped out. So can I revivify a few of them afterward?
You can revivify them as long as you don't wait longer than a minute.
So then, I guess a minute. I'll just go. I will ignore the wolves. If they attack, they attack. I will immediately go to the one and lay on hands. Okay. So I'll lean down, put his hand on the wound of the gash of the person, and then just like you will just see a swirl of yellow light coat, almost like a reptile, coat his milky white eyes as the energy kind of surges down, and then there's just like, and the wound just heals, and I'll lay on hands. Whatever, 1 hit point enough?
Sure.
10 hit points?
One will be enough to keep them alive. As you do that, and you channel in your paladin powers, the fires on the torches erupt once again into this like bonfire level roar.
In defiance, put more in there.
And the wolves kind of flicker somewhat, and they twitch and they howl and they growl, and you can see it's taking everything in them not to immediately lunge at you. I'm going to have them make a save. 2 of them are unable to resist this as they do lunge for you.
Okay. I'm still technically under the dodge action. If they land hands, this was a cinematic moment.
Yep. Nope. They lunge over top of you as you just kind of twist to the side, keeping your hand on this individual as you do manage to keep them alive. And with that being done, the wolves do then circle back.
Even was lunged?
Yes.
Okay.
You are getting the feeling this land does not enjoy your paladin abilities.
The one as they leave, can I part one as they go?
Absolutely, you can. Okay.
Just got to sway out one of them at least and drop a smite into them. You know what? No, we haven't rested yet. I'm not going to waste that resource. Nope. You
can still take a swing if you want.
Yeah, I'll take a swing. See what happens. That would be a 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
I will drop a smite.
Hey, there we go.
And I'll drop a 3rd level in and roll a d4, which I don't count. My heart said second. Damn it. So I lose a 3rd level smite. They're going to take... Oh my god.
A lot.
7, 14, 21.
Woo.
27. 35. I do get to roll that. 35, 42. Plus 9, so 51 radiant.
The wolf explodes into a pile of holy radiant ash as it just settles to the ground, and the fires roar on the torches once more. The shadows loom, and in them you can almost make out just dark, piercing eyes glaring at you from deep within the hidden recesses of this place.
I'll then immediately turn and start revivifying as many of them as I can.
Okay, now,
spots, but
as that will be one per turn,
yeah.
I would like to say the creatures have effectively fled. Is their pursuit? They are on all fours, barreling it at quite a speed.
Is the Dark Lord?
He's gone. Oh, he's gone.
So we cannot pursue him. Is there any reason?
It would be hard. He is traveling at a very fast speed.
Okay. I'm just afraid we may have to find and kill him to get out of this plane.
All right. Well, I don't like these guys getting away, so if they're running away, I'll attack as many as I can as attacks of opportunity and just say, please kill them. And then I'll just fly up and follow them, and I'll throw fireball on them and land and try to just kill them as best as I can.
Heading off to the Dark Lord, basically?
They're running, right? So I assume
It's true. They're all running. Yeah. Oh, I see. So you're going to fly up and start...
I'll just start beating on them, and maybe they'll lead me to the bad guy. And I can talk to you guys with the tattoos. So
And you're going to tell Elise that she needs to follow one
because I
finish them off with...
I only have piercing weapons or slashing weapons anyway. I can't have done anything like that.
Wizard?
What is...
Saying that?
Yes.
What is Merrick's doing?
I'm saying to Elise, want to grab that wizard?
Yes.
Pointing at the guy who's still right there, who is a long way to go to run away.
Yep. Okay. So you're going to try to grab them?
Yep.
And what is Elminster doing?
And she's still hasted, so super fast.
Very fast.
I don't know, because I don't know how my spells will work in this domain for tracing a Dark Lord.
I have an idea. You are holding one of the necklaces. Is it possible that I could locate the other necklace?
It certainly is. He's within 1,000 feet. Yeah. Approximately that direction.
So this is what I'd like to do then.
Yeah.
I'm amazed that I can locate it and then try to grapple the wizard.
Sure.
So I will.
What's your passive perception?
19.
Out of the corner of your eye, as you move to grab the magical one before they can manage to escape, you see Lohold beginning to cast Revivify in the Land of Dread.
Oh.
He doesn't know what's going to happen there, so that'll be fun. She can be able to see me. I'm behind the doors. Oh, there's a door that's been burst open.
The door is burst open, yeah.
He's already done this?
He is in the process of doing it. You can tell he's currently doing magic over top of a dead body. So I think you can piece together what he's doing.
It's either raised dead or revivified.
Yeah, one of the two, yeah.
Would she know what happened in this domain?
It doesn't matter. It's across all of Ravenloft. Those brought back from the dead suffer from incredible bouts of madness.
Yes. So I will, if I see that, then as an aside, I will be, Lord, wait, do not do this here.
I will let you know if you're going to take the time to do that where Wolfer is probably getting away.
But that's just an action. It's just me talking. I'm screaming it.
All right, so you can shout at him, presuming that...
I can't interrupt. I'm not going to go over there and physically stop.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'm shouting, don't do this here.
I mean, Lohold's not going to ignore her.
Okay.
He's already set the precedent this entire campaign that what she says goes.
Sure.
So he immediately was just like, I'll just disrupt and not cast this.
Okay. And then you can please give me an attack roll, unarmed strike.
Yes, this is plus 1. Sorry, everything is out of order here. That will be a 19 to grab him.
Okay, you've successfully succeeded on your unarmed strike, and you are foregoing doing damage to instead try to grapple. They make a strength save. They got a 16. Your DC for that, I think, is your strength plus 8 plus your proficiency modifier. So what would that be?
It is now my strength, my full strength.
Your strength modifier.
Yes.
Plus 8.
It's a 14 and plus my...
Plus your proficiency modifier.
Yes. Yeah, the 120.
Okay, so then they are unable to... That you are able to grapple them. They are unable to get away from you.
I didn't think that they would, but I have a thing for that anyway.
Oh, okay. Well.
And so I'm grabbing him, and at the same time...
They misty step out the door.
Oh, wait, do they?
Stupid wizard. Yeah, I'll counterspell that.
So good.
Another resource gone.
It's fun, though.
That's a natural 1, so no, they don't.
I'm holding him.
This wizard's never got a chance to cast.
I do it.
Well, look who is in the presence of him. If he gets a spell off, they have to cease existence.
I'm holding him ready for Merrick's, but at the same time, I will then, because I am going to do the locate up.
Okay, my question for you here is, you know this mage has the ability to effectively teleport. We do know that with the way counterspell works now, it doesn't burn their spell slot. So
That's
theoretically, every round, they're just going to continue to try to do that, and it does cause a spell slot to counterspell.
Okay, so instead then, when I'm grabbing him, does he have anything on him? He's I know he's...
Wolfware form, so just
right, so it's just all...
humanoid wolf creature. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to
Doesn't that
just.
whole monster?
I can make an attack. I can make an attack still.
Yes.
So I'm just going to do that. And I'm going. Look, you can search his body instead of talking.
Fair enough.
And I am going.
Do you just want to like basically coup de grace, like just take him out?
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
hot stuff.
There's nothing they can do to stop you here.
I wasn't going to because I thought Merrick's wanted to talk to him.
I was going to, but I think finding the Dark Lord is going to be the better
If
bet.
I do that, if he has anything on him, he should then maybe drop it. I don't know. That's up to them.
I think tracking the necklace is
More important.
that's a better.
Yes,
That's a better angle.
As you do, his body twists and cracks and changes as the bones knit and the flesh changes to that of a wolf.
Oh,
Interesting.
neat.
So could we say for role-playing purposes, we can have a moment to role-play before we pursue?
You could have a moment. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Just a moment of conversation? Okay.
Yes.
So they'll be like, why can't I must save these people from death.
I'm already done.
Yeah, no,
Your elf takes off. Yeah.
Banquet is gone. You are gone. So I will come over and say, I know you want to save these people, and it is very honorable of you, and it shows what is in your heart and to your drive to do the right thing. But here, it is different. Here, by saving them, you are actually cursing them to a lifetime of madness, despair, and pain. Here, they will be tortured forever if they are come back.
Well, kneels down to the bodies, and he just does like the hands over the eyes kind of thing, and you see like he gets a little emotional at it because he doesn't like this because I've seen too much innocence killed. And he just kind of like rallies the bodies together to try to give them a peaceful burial. He looks to the ones that are still alive, and he stands up and says, "Bury them the way you buried them in your land."
Thank you for your help. I don't know what we would have done if you weren't here. But I do not understand. You have the power to bring them back, but you will not.
I must trust those that are native to this land. But for another time, we must pursue. So Melf is like,
Yeah, go you got it.
Where's Merrick's?
Merrick's actually just wanted to check if there's a till at this bar.
There is.
I mean, I had a bag holding full of money a while ago, and I don't know. So I'll just grab that before I
Looting
check
the
out.
bar?
He's looting the doors.
He's a bar full of werewolves. Yes, I am, and then I'll follow the rest.
There's a treasure chest here too. I'm just
See, I'm just saying that I'm doing a quick, just a quick.
Hey, you can offer something to 39 gold pieces.
Yep. I mean, it's something. As I said, I don't have my bag.
I'm reading this moment. It's like, we must go. Players.
You do.
Your coins dropping out inside the bar.
Bury your fallen. Full honors.
and
Someone's got to pay for that burial.
He's over here.
Yeah. And then I'll fun.
It's 10 for each of us, 9 for Lowell. We're good.
I'm just saying, you know.
What's Elminster doing?
So, okay. We have the troop up on the stage is unconscious. There are no werewolves left. Right. Delfoyers or whatever.
Melf's in pursuit.
Want a drink? There's a whole barrel back here.
Okay, so I will.
Yeah, there's actually some very like specific. There's like two separated types of drinks. One is like your standard wines and whiskeys and stuff. The other is like completely separated out. It's this like blood red, crimson, sort of like wine like liqueurs or something like that. And you're not really sure what it is, but
The SCA we call that creeping death. No, we're not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not. It's a malort.
Can I grab a flask of that?
you can.
Cartacast malort.
In my looting spree.
should we wake
Mr.
up the troop and get them out before they are just eaten by random animals?
I mean, you are in the middle of the city.
There literally were just wolves outside.
That's correct. Yes.
Elminster. Actually, there's another thing we must discuss, and then like within a half, like 30 seconds later, you go. Then Banquo lands with Mystara.
She's starting to kind of rouse a little bit, I think, at this point.
I'll just start as Banquo. Back into the citrine.
I'll hold her.
Now, at this point, Melf, since they're handling this and you're getting down to business, we'll say that while they can keep getting up, you can effectively
bark like 2 spills so far. How many more do you want me to?
I think if you get rid of 2, and then at that point you're kind of just using cantrips to basically keep them moving, and
or just landing there and stabbing them. And
sure, and your plan is to basically head after the Dark Lord and try to take him down.
Well, I'm gonna be like,
I'm good.
We're now having fun. We're the best you guys. What's taking so long?
We're coming.
Okay. Nastalia kind of gets to her feet and just, wolves.
You are free. Calm emotions.
Just kind of
calm emotions. You are free.
Free? I don't understand.
You no longer need to be in the servitude of this one.
But, well, I suppose, but
if you are willing, and not at the moment, but after we take care of the problem, we're willing to have dialogue with you to give you an option or 2 for your life, for freedom, for success that will make sure that you will never have a problem again in these lands. But for now, we cannot have this conversation. We must continue our battle. Eric's.
If you want, kid, you're the fast one here. I can stay and keep an eye on her if you want to go to help him. I'm not going to be able to keep up with you guys anyway, so...
just to stay with Merrick's and take care of Nastalia?
I like to think that Merrick's is having this conversation while currently rifling through things on the shelf.
Yes.
But I'll stay here. Sure. Keep an eye on her.
Make sure the musicians on the bar are okay. Yeah. So you go, you can keep up with them. You should, and you've got haste. So I'm saying the 3 of you...
Can you have haste for about another... Isn't haste 1 minute?
I can re-up that.
Yeah, that's probably a minute. I can't keep up either. But we can keep in the tattoos allowed.
Yes, we'll do that. All right, well then, we're use our bank. Well, I've already choked them. I'm not done. Hop on.
I hop off
And then we'll fly. We'll fly.
in the direction of her weird.
Do the task.
Right.
It's
So you're
telling me he would just run it.
So kind of, I assume leaning off the side of the Pegasus with your axe, you're just kind of it's as they're, with the...
So just kind of getting, everybody
Yeah,
can...
they fireball them and stuff, and then I've been stabbing them. And
We're strafing and killing like we should have.
Sure.
One thing actually before they go. Yeah. So I'm throwing out haste and saying, oh, and hey, you've you looked better, and I will heal you for 35 points of damage.
Thank you.
Using a wand.
So they take off, leaving you with Nastalia, and you're still rifling through things. And
if you want to take care of her, I'll make sure the guys in the bar are okay. I think you're better.
This one, he seems okay. He's
I will awaken the truth gently.
Yeah. Was it Elminster? Mr. Lucas seemed to know you. Maybe you... I don't understand what's going on.
That's okay. None of us do. It's called life. It's all rather confusing, really. But if you just take a drink of this and just take it easy for a moment, we have to clean up some of the furniture and the blood.
She lifts around and all the blood everywhere.
Yeah.
The wolves.
Yeah, the wolves, exactly.
What's that about? Her looking at her hands, just doing I mean, it's only going to be a 18 on insight, but I mean, is that her saying, have I been bitten?
Or so you think it might be along the lines of, if she had the amulet that conferred lycanthropy, it is likely that she's gone on a couple of rampages.
Oh, so you're talking about Natalia?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the people that...
Oh, no, they're still waking up.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
Carry on. Sorry.
No, they weren't wounded.
They weren't. Yeah.
Unless they wounded themselves.
Yeah.
Toppled.
Yeah.
Totally get it. Carry on.
Okay. No, I didn't realize we were talking to Natalia. Okay, I'm just
so
plying them with telling them to take it easy.
The amulet that you are wearing, the curse that he had placed upon you, that's broken.
What? No, the amulet is what protected me from the lycanthropy.
No, the amulet is what caused the lycanthropy. He was lying to you. He's a bad guy. They do that.
But he did everything for me. He gave me this life, this chance to escape.
I'm going to try. I mean, what I'm trying to do here basically I feel would fall under persuasion, because what I'm trying to do is essentially gently say to her, no, he's been misguiding you. He's, been enforcing his influence over you. Everything he told you was a lie. And,
Yeah, you can make
persuasion to try and...
But I can hear all this.
Oh, yes.
And when she says, allowed me to escape, I said, excuse me, escape.
Oh, we're going to have to come back to that. Yeah. Hang on, let me just get my roll, and then I guess this is important. Yeah. So it's going to be a 20.
I mean,
yeah,
I don't. Maybe you're right, but he was the only one who ever looked out for me. I mean, I haven't exactly had the greatest of lives. I was born to a poor family. They didn't really have anything. They did what they could to look after me, but they were both killed when that thing came to the home. He slaughtered them. He tried to get me. I ran, and I was swallowed by the mists, and I followed his... He came for me. He saved Arkin. Yes.
What? Describe this thing that, sorry, I know this is traumatic. I don't mean to be rude, but...
It was
Dawson's thing. Was it a man?
It's shaped like a man, but no man can do the things that this thing could do and call itself a man.
It didn't look anything like this, did it? And I'm minor illusion Mystara.
She will recoil.
Sorry. Yeah, okay.
Just the devil.
Here's the thing. This is a bad place. Just everywhere you go here, you're getting...
That's why you need a good agent.
Eaten by wolves. I wish we could just take you away from here. But anywhere you're here is going to be a bad option. That guy, he wants you back. He, I'm afraid, killed your parents because he was looking for you.
For me, I don't understand why.
The thing is, he doesn't want to kill you. I think he wants to have you in his life. Now, here's the question. I know, and a certain kid who's not here right now would be, probably more to say about this, but the fact of the matter is we can't get you out of this place we're in. If we take you to him, he will keep you safe in a castle, but he won't let you go. I mean, I'm saying if you're trading one guy for another.
This is supposed to be my freedom.
Well, I'm saying if you don't want that, we'll try and find something else. We can see what we can do. I'm saying that is an option. He is the lord of that land, and you could live with him as...
How could I live with a monster who murdered my own parents?
That's a question. That's a question only you can answer. And I'm just saying that is an option that is on the table. And that option is you would live a life in a castle. You wouldn't be sitting at shitty bar,
It's rustic.
Yeah, it's rustic. I'm just saying, I wish I could just have your cottage cabin. I'm just saying what he would give you would be safety and security. That is at least an option. If that's not an option, you can stomach. We'll talk about it when the other folks...
So I am to be saddled here with... a man who lies and objects to keep me around, or I am to go be a possession?
Basically. I mean, again, I'm not saying this is good. I wish I could offer you something better, man. But this is a crappy deals on the table. Anyhow, we should wait till the others get back to see what we can talk about. But I wanted to put that in your brain. Again, all I can say is he would be offering you at least a comfortable cage.
All right. So, Elise, you had something you
Well,
want?
I was wondering if the tattoos were on and if I was overhearing this conversation. Probably not.
Should have been.
I will wait until we get back and I will have a...
So for us, then I guess. So what we're doing is Melf. We want to go find Harkin so we can we can negotiate passage out.
Mhm.
How does that look like for us? Because after she basically goes by,
After you fly by and swing, and you have to low fly because you find that the higher you get, the denser the mists become.
Yeah.
It becomes kind of hard to and as you get closer to the mists at the height, you start to hear that howling music, and you start to kind of, and so you immediately dive back down to avoid those mists, and you begin to you start to see, thanks to the pinpointed location of where you might have been going, you can see this figure barreling at full tilt.
Right.
Not even humanoid. This is just a wolf at this point. Just this weird oblongish wolf just charging along, and it kind of looks up and sees as you dive down, clearly outpacing it, and it skids to a stop, kind of just haunches itself, and then with like weird bone cracking, painful looking maneuvers turns into a rather well-dressed man who is in a bit of a state as he just kind of
I assume so. The banquet will land, dissipate. The whole top the sword ready. I'm assuming hot stuff will be out and ready.
I'd like to say something if it's
Of course, and then stuff from Zygarde. So the three of us are like basically avengerously on Loki at this point. Like,
you do see that his wounds seem to have somewhat begun to heal, but he's still looking very rough. Is he?
right.
Well,
I listen to what she has to say. If I were you,
I do not want to hurt you.
Okay.
I do not. I want you to have passage. I want to have passage out. And we are taking her with us. I am not making any lies about this. We will be leaving. And you can allow us to leave. And you can continue on with what you do here. And we will leave. Or you can continue on and not do what you hear, because you will never be able to hear again.
plus
No music for you, and I will start to, and you can see like the mists and that's and whatever to go as I am about to do my evil eye, because I have and part of this ability is the destroyed senses, and I would choose to curse him with being deaf forever.
That is so cruel.
otherwise, Prince Biteflint here will stick you like a boar.
He doesn't. That doesn't really seem to scare him all that much. It was really the axe that's kind of making him a
Because
little.
he can come back. You're going to see.
Yeah.
Well, Lola doesn't know what's going on.
Right.
you leave me with very little choice.
Do you want to hear your music or do you not?
As it is, leave Cartacast. Take that bitch if you want. Get out of here.
She like goes with the hag.
And don't come back. Trust me. You won't want that.
We can leave without this clown. Disintegrate.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's true. Let's do it.
What's your spell save DC?
20.
20.
Yes, sir.
That is going to be 21.
Ooh, hold on. So,
Wait, I'm going to do.
Oh, yeah, there's
Silvery Barbs would work on this.
Silver barbs.
If it doesn't work,
If it doesn't, you got another.
22.
Okay, hang on.
wait. I would like to use my boon of fate to reduce his roll.
2d4?
Yep.
Yeah,
Before it?
I do it.
Yeah.
So it's 4 and a 3, 7. Reduces his
All right.
7.
but he pulses a few times.
There's like this weird, like this, the mist kind of swirl. There's this strange broken glass, like broken glass, and all these different things going off as he just sort of like, he smiles. He's like, ah. And just in the dust. And you just, for the last few moments, you just hear the first few bars of all we are is dust.
We don't have that much time, but not that much time.
The ground shakes slightly, and you see the mists erupt open as sunlight beams down into the land, almost in a sort of rapturous effect. And the music stops.
Lola looks at you. Well done. You know, I should take a hint or two from your ability to just vanquish evil the way you do. I find this inspiring.
It was the death of those innocents being ripped apart that really put me over the edge. This was a better place now. But you say we have to go quickly?
Merrick's, you're not there.
Right. I have another the comment for Natalia. We'll
Okay.
get back.
Give me one
Just
second.
thought of something else I do want to say.
Do you have true sight?
No.
You
I have glasses that
I know you do.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
But I will go on and explain as we haste the way back to the tavern so we can get out of here.
I will say, Elise, you as you go, it's like surprisingly fewer mists. It's still around, but it's starting to congeal a little bit and swirl around Melf.
Can I see?
I disintegrated Harkon. I think we got to go pretty fast to be ready to move.
Yeah, little grasping misty tendrils are starting to kind of like swirl around.
Cannot hold you. And
Almost like an anticipatory.
Can I see this?
She can.
I can't see the mists.
I told you when we came here that you are going to need to make deals and negotiate and not just kill things even if they are evil. Because everybody is watching, they always come back, and you will be judged yourself. Now we need to get out of here fast.
Unless you want to become the new Dark Lord of this domain.
But you can't. When the scene change, I'll.
We'll cut back to Merrick's and Elminster.
All right. As we've had a minute or two, and he approaches. Again, you haven't left, but he looks at Natalia again and says, "Natalia, here's the thing. We can't offer you a better solution, but the reason we came here to try and find you on behalf of this man, this monster, was because he has something we need to save countless worlds, to save hundreds of thousands of people, other families, from what you have lost. If we do not succeed, there will be death on a countless scale. I am asking you to make a sacrifice, but all I can say is, at least in your mind, keep in mind that you are doing this for the good of millions. So I'm sorry I have to ask you to do this."
Easy for you to say. You're not the one who has to make the sacrifice.
Yep. I'm not, but that's what I'm saying. Should I make a persuasion check or just?
I think so, yeah.
Are we here for this night?
I think you're just now, the Pegasus is landing and just arrived.
I have been known.
You've been here the whole time.
What is going
At
on?
everything he's been saying. So,
Yeah, I think when you enter, you'll be able to feel there's like a tension in the air. And Nastya is kind of at the back, and she's looking at Merrick's quite angrily.
My point on this, by the way, for you all to know, is essentially saying not that I'm trying to convince her behind your back, but I'm at least saying if this comes to be the decision we choose to make, I'm trying to at least frame it in this is why we are asking you to make this decision. Like, this is what it means if you agree to do this. And I had a 29.
Yes.
I'm going to help, kind of like the eating action or whatever here, by bursting and saying, "I killed the scumbag who was holding you as a lycanthrope. But anyway, so you owe us one. We got to go fast. Let's get out of here."
I am not opening the mist until I say one thing, because I cannot say it back when we go to Barovia. And I will say this. Did we catch the end of what he's saying, or get the gist?
I think you might have gotten like the last couple of words, but
Okay,
you can maybe read the room a little bit.
Sure. I don't mind having done that over the tattoo, frankly.
But also it's fine if I can get the sense that you are prepping her for.
Right, I am.
I will come down and say, when we step back into Barovia, we all need to do our duty. We have all taken the risks, because those are the last kind of words. We're all taking a risk here of being trapped there forever for this greater good. And I will turn to her.
And I had a 37 with his aid.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, it's a strong case.
Yeah.
It's a strong case.
The universe, the multiverse, it's in your hands.
The mists opened for you for a reason. You were allowed to come here and escape for a reason, and that reason is because there are powers that would like to keep this man you fear, this monster, tortured, and he will be tortured without you.
Then why should I go there? Especially if you have just removed Harkon from here.
Hear me out. You go. You stay with him. He will try to bite you. Before he does it again, you wait, and then you run for the mists again. They opened for you once to keep him away and keep him tortured. They may open again.
They may.
They may. It is a risk.
There has to be another way to get her out of here. There has to be a way to get the bargain, to get the sword, and to get her out of here. I refuse to believe that this place has complete control.
Deal we have made.
This is the deal we have made, yes. But there are other sacrifices that can be made.
We can kill the vampire after we've returned.
No, we cannot.
Well,
We can try.
it makes me feel better to say it.
Would you like to stay here forever, Bell?
No.
We will find a way. There is always a way. Always. Right?
This one?
There is
There's
always a way.
There's not to save everyone. We are talking about millions, hundreds of millions, worlds. Sometimes you can't save everyone.
There will be time. He will try to take you. He will try to turn you. He will try to keep you as his bride forever. You will have time. I have seen this happen. You will have time to run, but you must give us the time to get what we need and get out. Days only. And then you run. I know this, and you cannot say this once you enter, and you cannot say this to him. But I know they don't want you in to have you. It is the only plan.
She kind of just looks over at the stage, at the poster with her face on it. Oh, Dad, won't you spare me over till another year? All right. Let's get this over with.
I will open the mists. Let us go.
It is not a short journey. Ooh, really, it's not a short journey.
Here, take a sip first, kid.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
I'm out.
Are you out of scrolls? Okay.
Yeah.
I have one scroll left. Who has?
I have two.
I have two. Okay. So you guys are up next.
Technically, I think I can remove curses also, so we're getting to spells when we're at a...
You count 10 hours of traversing the mists, and yet you don't really feel tired. It's almost as if things are sort of at a standstill as you traverse through this shapeless demesne of nothingness.
We haven't taken a short rest because we have.
You could certainly put a short rest in here. Yes, that was all you do.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
We did it yet?
Are we there yet?
Just a little further.
All right. I'm going to quickly do some rolls on the short rest. Get some healing back. Hello, phone bring him dice. 10, 26.
Were you wounded in that?
Oh, yeah. He got defeated by one. If any of you...
Those wolves couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
I mean, since we're doing a short rest, people can get hit dice and stuff. So if anyone needs healing, let me know. I got a thing, and I'm looking forward to trying.
Okay, good.
I'm okay.
While we have the short
Keep me
rest,
posted.
Song of Rest will go off. You had the chance to...
Oh, yeah. I actually do need to heal.
I think it's a D6 to add.
You get a D6 to add to the roll.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about that whole getting smashed up a bit.
Is it? Yep.
Swirl and swirl, Cartacas, song and death, Cartacas, a quest for Strahd, Cartacas, for Madam Ava and the Sword of Casliv. You guys need your healing back from that.
Thank you very much.
I guess I'll use a little arcane recovery to get back all my spells that I used under 6th level.
Mm-hmm. Do you want OC?
What comes back from a short rest?
I do just produce. Yeah, I don't know, kid. I think it could be pretty good. And it's a poster like the one that we saw on the thing, but with merit.
Luckily, we're out of Cartacus when they're saying that one.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you're kind of between domains at this point.
The good news is, folks, I got suspend back.
Yeah, I kind of said we're doing the same.
During that period, can I just approach her?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nothing but mist in all directions, just kind of a ground that you slowly feel beneath you.
Question for you.
Yes.
No. Ask you.
Oh, okay.
Answer. This crown.
Sure.
Is a one-way teleportation back to Imaria. Now, I know it doesn't work in Ravenloft.
Right.
But if a gap opens that allows the teleportation, does that work?
If some adventurers were to come through and Strahd were to be slain momentarily, the mists would part, and such a thing may work.
Just thinking about it. Because this might be a time he gives up the crown, if you know what I mean. He's got plans. So he doesn't actually talk. He just talks to her about who she is as a person. He tries to get to know her as a friend.
Yeah, I will say it would be a gamble. There's no real way to know if it would work.
He's contemplating a way. He's figuring something out. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you learn. I mean, she's a pretty ordinary woman, really. Like she's has a beautiful voice and has quite the penchant for musical, lyrical, and emotional kind of oomph.
Okay.
While we're going in, we've got 10 hours and we've got this time of rest. If you don't mind, I would like to approach Lovell and just say, how you doing, kid?
This place bothered me before. But I wasn't around long enough, or with a group of friends that understood this place as well as you all do. They were good adventurers, good-hearted, but I watched them torn to pieces here, mentally and spiritually destroyed. The longer I was here, the more I felt it. This place grates on my nerves and on my soul. I'm with Melf on this one. I wish I could just rend them all silent. However, I do understand the director of this place.
I was here for years, and there are people I care about here that I got to know. I did some things I'm not proud of to save them. And I'm just saying, it's hard. It's hard when you can't just do the right thing all the time. But there's gonna be times ahead we have to remember what we're fighting for.
I think, deep down inside, it reminds me of the Empire. And there were things that were done then that cost many of my companions their lives.
But they were fighting to help so many more. And I'm just saying, I hate to look at this like a ledger, like a business decision, but I'm just saying we're going to have harder times ahead. And I love that you care so deeply about trying to help everyone. That's what makes you you. I'm just saying, we got to think of the big picture here. Some of the time.
Of course.
Not always. So be who you are. Don't let this place wear you down. But just remember, we do have to help everyone. Punch you on the shoulder.
He does the same thing back, emotions.
Yeah.
One hit?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hey, how about that Razak game? I'm telling you, I really think this guy's got a chance this year.
I'm in a noticeably better mood after disintegrating that foul beast. I know the consequences, it irked you a little bit, but it's worth it.
Those are the least of the consequences. She says as she just hears her name, I'm going to assume I would privy to your
That was we've got a long time together. You guys switch over.
I think that would open up a very big conversation between us, so I'm going to say...
Just to let you know, Bright Flame, if it ever if push came to shove, literally in the battlefield, I would gladly stay behind with you and slay them for the rest of eternity.
Well, let's hope that's not needed, but there's much evil in this land. Something must be done.
It was nice watching him disintegrate. In fact, it was pretty good, actually.
Well, I could sense with my Arcana, I could sense some assistance too. It's pretty. I appreciate. We're a good team.
Yeah, of course. Puny God, right?
Yes.
Next time, you think you could do that suspend thing mid disintegration? We can just sit back and do some popcorn, happen in slow motion.
That's so funny.
We're good.
Just, yeah, I'm good. Sending it to Athas forever would have been a much worse fate for him.
Oh, I thought that was beautiful.
Thank you.
I am just looking over to you and just sort of tapping my amulet and just sort of thinking of, again, essentially how good people can fall into evil trying to do good, take good too far.
Do you say that?
Probably, just to you.
Okay.
And I will say back to you, and the evil people can fall into good, seeing all of what that can be done here.
My twitches for some reason.
Yeah. I just have a vision. I mean, like, I'm not saying this part out loud. I'm just imagining hearing that the Dark Lord, who is doing all that must be done to smite the evil monsters, fighting for eternity, as you said, against the others. What sacrifices would you make?
Corruption everywhere.
It
understand
to me that it would be the perfect curse of a Dark Lord by the Dark Powers is to subject somebody to eternally have to fight evil for the rest of their life and never be able to escape it.
And then you still see some of the mist
Yes.
kind of cling a little bit more.
I'm saying this to you, telling you this. If I was in charge and I was tasked with making you one of them, that is what I would do. And I look, heed my warnings. Do not mess with their ways.
Well, the sooner we can be clear of this foul realm, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Consequences be damned. I won't feel bad about cleansing the earth of the foul lycanthrope.
Eventually, the familiar gray, drab realm of Barovia opens before you. You make the long trek, as you always have expected, weaving your way through the road back up. There before you looms the castle of Ravenloft, thunder striking, and if the lightning could form shapes in the clouds, you'd almost swear that it is that of a laughing face, overjoyed with glee. As you approach the steps, retrace your original path, as you re-enter the castle. Astalia, the entire time, becomes shrunken down and looks at all common motions whenever I can, just sort of walks at a leisurely pace, eyes blank.
So I'll ask her, but I should ask her this. Would you prefer to feel more secure?
Yes, please.
Go ahead.
Certainly,
You want to hit?
oh yeah, give me that stuff. I love that.
First hit free.
Certainly try and continue as we get closer, just to say, you're doing great. Again, thank you. This is hard. Remember what we said.
The organs erupt. A very different song this time. One not often heard in Barovia. One of triumph, of contentedness that echoes its way through the lonely halls. The thunder punctuating like drums in the distance. The lightning cracking with every upbeat. So once again, you see the same elf gesture towards the open doors as you lead your way into the familiar feasting hall, where you can see the figure, still translucent as it was before, to those of you with true sight, But this time, as he rises from the organ, he has a winning smile.
One quick side thing.
Yes.
That I actually would have liked to have done as was sort of just saying, by the way, did you ever give the lady a card? Did you ever give the lady a card?
A business card.
No.
Couldn't hurt, right?
Yeah. That's right. It could hurt.
What is this box to speak of? Hey, he pulls up this new invention that Merrick's is going to invent. It's called Zip Lock.
Again,
Before the existence than this
Yes.
preferably while you were in
Yeah. The mists, absolutely. Beyond Strahd's sight.
just a way where no one else will see it on a casual inspection. I won't look.
Yep. Anyhow, carry on.
Fair enough. Good. That's good to know. That's good. Very good to know.
Welcome, my friends. It is good to see you returned, and yes, my dear, there is a seat.
And he gestures to a very nice chair that's been set up right next to the organ.
Awaiting you. Please, alight yourself upon it. It would make me very pleased.
And the calm emotions coursing through her, she just nods slowly and begins to make her way up to the dais.
You have done me a great favor, and I believe we had a bargain. And so, it is my turn to enact my end. There are two things that you sought from me. A fine deal for bringing me one, I think. Yes?
Yes. I'm just keeping icy cold.
First, the sword. I do have some knowledge of this artifact you speak of. There is little known of it, but I am Count Strahd Vanzarovich, and there is little that is unknown to me of this place.
I so want to put a little zinger behind his name, so I said, yep. I'm resisting.
On bench a big week.
There are many such blades scattered throughout the mists. For you see, Vecna, he did not like that there was an artifact that was his weakness, so he crafted fakes, falsitudes, that would be of use if someone were to come for him wielding it. It was all in tune with his plan of escape, or so I am to understand. And so it is not as simple as tracking down one sword, but understanding which sword. There is, so far as I know, little way to know which is the real and which is the fake. However, it is worth knowing that the last place the real sword was known to be housed was in the dread domain of Kavitikis. Unfortunately, this domain no longer exists, as its Dark Lord has long since vanished from the mists. And where it has gone now, I suspect only someone such as Eva could tell you. This I give you freely, as our bargain inclines. And speaking of Eva, it is also true that I see all that happens in my borders, and I know of this outlander and where they went after absconding her away from Diristani.
Where did they go?
The outlander held mist tokens. Are the objects that allow you to traverse to domains that are attuned to the tokens. These talismans are highly coveted, you see. They were wielding a talisman of one dread domain that goes by the name of La Mordia.
And we shall end the session there.